A lot of people want to be successful. A lot of people want to be wealthy, happy, healthy, all of those things. But it takes work, it takes habits, it takes doing the right things. And so we study healthy, happy, wealthy, successful people on this channel. And I also learn from other people who have studied them or the people themselves. And so today I'm going to be talking about a list from Forbes on the 14 things that every successful person has in common based on a really great study that they did. And they really found those key characteristics because everybody is different, right? You might have heard of Alex Hormozy talk about, hey, you don't have to be healthy and hack your health to be wealthy, right? But a lot of people say it's all about my morning routine and waking up and getting my workout in. And yes, honestly, I advocate for that. That is so great for you to work out, but maybe you're not a morning person. Maybe you work out in the evening, or maybe, yes, there's lots of wealthy people who aren't healthy and such, but if you want to learn what are these characteristics that you can maybe adopt or see if you have them in yourself, let's go ahead and talk about them, because I do think there are patterns, and in life and in success, you need to look for patterns, and then you can figure out if you want to adopt them, if you are on the right track and you're doing a lot of them. And I hope this video is helpful for you. Let's do it. So the first thing is that they know when to stay and when to leave. And so typically it takes a while to build success or to make a thing work. You got to get that flywheel going. You have to learn and iterate and improve. But a lot of people know when it's time to stop. And in turn, they also know when to keep going and pushing forward, because a lot of times you could be 3 feet away from gold. There's a great book out there called 3 Feet from Gold, where they kept mining and they kept going. And then if they would have stopped, they were literally 3 feet from gold. So they would have kept going. And so part of that is using your intuition and trusting and having mentors and people to help guide you. But they know when to keep persisting and keep going, or if it's time to move on to something else or try a different tactic. This one is for a company. So typically in a company, if you are taking on more tasks, that is the key. So you do more than your job description. You want to do more. You want to help with more. So this is your basics, what is required of you. But then you go ahead and see what else do you need, and you add and you come up with new ideas, and you serve and you build these projects or serve these teams or whatever. And so you build and you do more, you combine more, and you're always trying to go above and beyond. And so there are pros and cons to this, depending on if you're trying to build something for yourself. Maybe you need to put more time and attention into that. Maybe you are trying to climb the ladder, or you're trying to get somewhere different in a career. Then yes, you need to take on more responsibility and say yes and create new projects or ask for new ventures, or if you can head something up. Typically, successful people and people who rise do things really well, do their job really well, and they also go above and beyond. Number 3, all successful people are willing to fail in order to succeed. And so I've talked about this a lot on the channel, and Sarah Blakely talks about how her father encouraged her brother and her to fail. And if they didn't have something at the dinner table to tell their dad that they failed at that week, he would actually be disappointed. And so he was reframing failure for her, right? The failure was not necessarily messing up. It was simply not trying. And so that changes the game, right? You want to keep persisting and keep trying things and put yourself out there, because there's no harm in that. Yeah, you might be embarrassed. Yeah, you might look silly, but that isn't failure, okay? And you have to fail in order to succeed. And so most successful people know that. They know that their failures teach them things or could lead them to their success. So the path to success typically has failure, and you have to be willing to fail. It's okay. Number 4, this is one that Jesse Itzler, which is Sarah Blakely's husband, talks about, but it's that they know how to make their own luck. Interesting. You make your own luck. It is about the hard work that you do and putting yourself in the right situations. And then lucky things tend to happen. And so you have to put yourself out there, put yourself in those situations and scenarios in order to get lucky and get a break that could really help you and change your life. Number 5, successful people set goals that they know they can accomplish, right? Like they know that they can measure certain things. So say, for example, I can post a YouTube video. Does it mean I can post a really great one? Does it mean I can post a viral one? Not necessarily, but I know I could commit to making a video and putting it out there. Same with the gym. I know that I can make myself go to the gym and do it. Can I guarantee what type of results I get? Not necessarily. Maybe if I did a little more tweaking and work. But typically, you know that you want to go out there and do it. You want to set these goals that you can accomplish. Add on to that, another specific thing with not just knowing what your goals are, you know your goal and then you know what you need to do to achieve that goal. And so you set up those habits, you plan your day in advance, and you make sure you know exactly what's going on and you have habits that are going to help you achieve your goals scheduled into your day. Number 6, they take accountability for themselves. They know that they're the ones who has to live their life. They're the ones who has to make those hard decisions. Now, you can definitely enlist support, and we talk about a who, not a how. So it's who, not how. Who can help us? Who can help us become better? But at the end of the day, you are the ultimate who. You are the ultimate who can change your own life. And so really take accountability for your mistakes, for where you've been, where you haven't been. And then if you give yourself that accountability, you're giving yourself that power, because power follows blame. And wherever you are accountable, you will be able to make changes and create your own success. Number 7, I love this one. Successful people create change instead of letting change happen to them. And so no matter what is going on in the economy or in the world, they let that be and they go and do what they can do, right? That's about taking accountability as well. You control what you can control. You can't control what's going on in the world. You can't control the economy, but you can control what you decide to do. Always go back to you. Number 8, another critical one is that you're able to adjust to changes in the marketplace. So you can be flexible, adaptable, and you go with what the current trends are. You adjust based on what is needed, especially if you're in sales or entrepreneurship or something. It's based on the needs of the world and the consumers. And so what is needed, what's happening, what technology is being used, and how can you use it to your advantage or leverage it or gain traction and attention. Number 9, successful people know exactly what they want or exactly what they're doing. They know where they want to go. They know what their mission is. And so if someone asks them, they would easily be able to say, hey, my name's Elizabeth. I want to help people live happier and healthier lives. I post YouTube videos every single day to help do that. And we talk about anything and everything that could help them. Whether it's encouragement, financial education, or supporting them on any topic that they need help with. All right, maybe that can be more succinct, but typically I was just trying to practice and see if I know exactly what my mission is, but you know where you want to go. You know what you want to do. You know if you're trying to create freedom for yourself. You know if you're trying to build assets. You know, hey, we're building this real estate empire. This is what we're doing. Hey, we're really working on this topic with our class, right? If you're in a first grade class and you're working on a specific SOL target, that is what you're working on. You know what your target is. Your students know what your target is. You know where you're going to go. Know where you want to go, take the actions, and then you'll get there. Be super, super clear on that vision. This will also help with the law of attraction and attracting what you want into your life. Number 10, this is one I can get so much better at, but it's with networking and it's also with asking the right questions, not only the right questions, but the right questions to the right people. So the better your questions, the better your thinking, the better your results, but also the better your network and connections, the more likely you will to succeed and expand and grow. And so really, you'd never want to be the smartest person in the room. And you also want to go find people and connect with people that you can help and that could help you. It truly will make a huge, huge difference. And so many successful people have shared this, and I've seen it. Number 11, even though they're done with school, they decide to be a lifelong learner, and they also push themselves outside of their comfort zones. And so when you graduate high school, when you graduate college, you are not done learning. If you are, then your life is just going to go down here. If you want to excel and rise and get higher, you will continue to learn, you will continue to evolve, and you will continue to grow. Number 12, I thought this one was super beautiful and I want to read it to you. They know who they are and they know their place in the world. And I know a lot of people struggle with this, but this is so clear and important. Successful people are confident they can lead themselves as well as other people. They have their own vision and their own mission and seek to bring it to life on a daily basis. And so they know who they are. They also know who they aren't. And so they stay in their lane. They stay where they know that their strengths are and where they want to be. And they keep their focus. And so know who you are, know what your mission is, know what you want. And it's going to be easier to create and to build the life you want to build. Number 13, successful people are more excited about the journey than the payout. And so they know it's about the process. They know it's about what they learn along the way and the ups and the downs and the failures and the successes. They know that it's the process and it's not about where they're trying to get to. And they're not looking for a get-rich-quick scheme. And so if you're able to find a path and stick with it and go through the ups and downs, you're more likely to be successful. And lastly, number 14, they create things, they provide value, they do more building than consuming. And so this is a really great tip. It doesn't mean you have to create content. It could mean that you do blogs or you put YouTube videos out or something to that nature, or you build products or you build a program or software or who knows, anything, or a program at your local in your local community, whatever. Successful people are builders and they create value. And honestly, this is a great life hack and happiness hack, at least for me. I feel happier when I'm learning and then creating and sharing. And so a lot of people, like when you build something or when you knit something or whatever, when you build something and give it away and share it, gosh, it just feels so good. So definitely look into that. All right, so those were 14 things that every successful person has in common. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have any of these traits? What traits do you want to work on? Definitely let me know in the comments below. I hope this video was helpful. Feel free to join the journey in the channel of becoming the people that we're meant to be and becoming successful and wealthy and happy and healthy together and to support each other along the way. So feel free to like, subscribe, share with a friend, and I will see you in the next video. You got this, guys. See you later.